Seinfeld Explained, Season 5, Episode 20, The Fire. George attends a child's birthday party where his passionate defense of Bozo's cultural importance gets interrupted by a small grease fire. He immediately tramples women, children, and the elderly to escape first, then delivers an elaborate legalistic defense claiming he was leading them to safety. Jerry's heckler problem escalates from ruined performance to workplace revenge. He literally goes to Toby's office and makes jokes about her feet until she runs from the building and a street sweeper severs her pinky toe. Kramer rescues the toe in a Cracker Jack box, but his bus ride becomes an action movie, fights an armed mugger while driving, and somehow maintains the route schedule throughout multiple assaults because people keep ringing the bell.
George is at his girlfriend Robin's son's birthday party, already annoyed because the kid doesn't know who Bozo is, which George treats as cultural catastrophe, requiring passionate lecture.
Arguing about Bozo at a child's party is very George.
Then a small grease fire breaks out in the kitchen, and George immediately screams fire and tramples everyone to escape first, knocks down women, children, and Robin's elderly mother.
Wait, he's using human bodies as ladder rungs to safety? And the clown casually extinguishes it with his oversized prop shoe.
So everyone witnessed George's absolute cowardice during a minor kitchen fire that required a clown shoe to solve.
How does he explain this?
George delivers this increasingly elaborate, legalistic defense, claiming he wasn't fleeing, he was leading. What looked like pushing people down was actually keeping them low to the ground as a safety precaution. And he risked his life checking that the exit was clear.
That's almost plausible until you remember everyone saw him knock down children to escape first.
The fireman asks how he lives with himself, and George just says, "It's not easy." Brief moment of complete honesty, breaking through the rationalization.
At least he's self-aware about being terrible.
Meanwhile, Jerry's performing at a club and Toby shows up. She's the worst possible audience member, loudly agreeing with setups, completing punchlines before Jerry can deliver them, then booing and hissing at his conclusion.
She treats the comedy show like a conversation she's participating in.
Entertainment Weekly critic Leonard Christian is there, watching Jerry completely freeze. Writes devastating review, Jerry's Miami gig gets canceled.
So Toby's aggressive enthusiasm becomes career-destroying.
Jerry suggests enacting the ultimate comedian's revenge fantasy. Go to the heckler's workplace and heckle her. Jerry walks into Toby's office, making jokes about her sandals and the aroma of feet, using her own line against her.
He literally does what comedians always threaten.
Toby gets so upset she runs from the building crying, and a street sweeper runs over her foot, severing her pinky toe.
Jerry's calculated revenge accidentally creates a medical emergency.
Kramer finds the severed toe, puts it in a Cracker Jack box with ice, and boards a bus, telling the driver to hurry because he has a toe.
Why a Cracker Jack box?
Then a mugger pulls a gun on the bus, demanding valuables, and Kramer decides any delay will cost Toby her toe, so he just approaches the gunman.
Kramer's risk assessment is that fighting an armed mugger is less risky than letting the bus schedule slip.
Kramer knocks out the mugger, but the bus driver passes out from the chaos, so Kramer has to drive the bus himself. Then the mugger wakes up and starts choking Kramer while he's steering, so he's fighting with one hand and driving with the other.
This is an action movie now.
Manages to kick the mugger out at the next stop while continuing to make stops for passengers who ring the bell throughout this entire emergency.
Wait, Kramer is racing a severed toe to the hospital, fighting an armed mugger, driving an unconscious driver's bus, and he's still maintaining the route schedule?
When everyone questions why he kept stopping, Kramer defensively explains, well, people kept ringing the bell, with complete reasonableness, as if he had no choice but to honor passenger requests during multiple assaults.
His bus driver instinct is stronger than his survival instinct.
The toe gets successfully reattached and Kramer becomes a hero.
What happens with Toby?
Toby's boss feels so sorry about the toe accident that he promotes her to senior editor, the exact position Elaine wanted. So Jerry's revenge accidentally gave his heckler a career boost through sympathy politics.
And Toby uses her new position to greenlight Kramer's absurd coffee table book. The heckler ends up benefiting everyone except Jerry.
Elaine delivers this bitter rant about how the pinky toe is completely useless anyway, has a tiny, impossible-to-cut nail, and doesn't do anything.
Workplace rage directed at a body part.
George claims Kramer's heroism has opened his eyes and he's changed. He's no longer a coward. Begs Robin for a second chance with this whole speech about personal transformation.
Oh, this is going to go badly.
Literally seconds after declaring he's changed, George sees Ronnie the prop comic holding his water gun, screams, "He's got a gun!" and runs away again, shoving people aside. Identical panic over a toy.
He lasted 0 seconds. The instant a vaguely gun-shaped object appears, all claimed personal growth evaporates.
So Jerry's calculated revenge creates worse outcome than the original heckling. Loses Miami gig, Heckler gets promoted, and his own friend gets the book deal.
George proves that elaborate rationalizations cannot override witness behavior. Meanwhile, Kramer's inability to abandon bus protocol during armed robbery proves heroism and absurdity are completely compatible.
The clown extinguished it with his shoe.
People kept ringing the bell.
George's pattern emerges clearly. Witnessed bad behavior, plus elaborate rationalization, plus claimed transformation equals instant relapse when tested. His nature is completely unchangeable. Jerry's revenge miscalculation shows what happens when you literally enact what comedians threaten metaphorically. Workplace heckling creates worse outcome than the original offense. And Kramer's heroic protocol proves customer service standards supersede survival logic. Maintaining bus stops during armed robbery because people kept ringing the bell.